how are we doing? I'm doing great today because we get to talk about The Dream by the Flavors, their debut album. If you don't know the Flavors, it's a band made of Ash and Phineas, and Ash is an artist I absolutely adore. So when they announced this band, and like there's other band members to it, don't get me wrong, but those are like the two public faces to it, especially because they're the only two on the album cover. I was so hyped when they announced that they would be forming a band together. They've been teasing it for quite some time, but when they officially announced it, I was so ready for it. And we got a couple of singles that were incredible, and now we get the album, and oh, I'm so excited to talk to you about it. So let's delve into things. If you've never been on my channel before, I first break down my thoughts on each individual song, which is based upon like my first listening experience of it, the album, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts and my top 3, and that's all we're doing. So it's relatively easy. So let's delve into the track by track, starting off with the first track of the album, of course, Restless Little Heart. This is like a very short kind of like intro-y song. It's a short snippet, but I really like it. Typically with these type of short songs, I always get frustrated by it as too short, but this one I feel like it was the perfect length it needed to be. It's very sweet, like, and honestly a stunning song. Like I don't know, I really liked it. Then next we have The Dream, the title track, of course. Honestly, this one sounded so cinematic. I can honestly see this playing in like the background of like a movie. It just has really great storytelling to it, and I feel like that's why it can fit the movie soundtrack so easily. And it's about like trying to make it and stuff like that, and I don't know, I can see it in a movie, and it's like the biggest compliment I can give it. Then we have Moonshine. There's something about this song that I really can't explain. I felt like it just transported me into like a different place, and I just really loved it. So yeah. Then we have The Little Mess You Made. This was the debut single from the Flavors, and you know what, ever since this came out, this has been my entire personality. I'm fucking obsessed with this song, and it's gonna be hard for something to top this just because like my personal bias with it. So there's that. It's incredible, and just something about Ash's and Phineas's vocals in this song just scratches my brain wide. Like, to be fair, that's true of like the entire album, but especially on this track. I don't know how to explain it, but ooh. Then we have the Hudson. This was also previously released as a single, and I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of forgotten about this one. I never really returned back to it, but now listening to the album in full, I really hate myself for that because this is such a stunning song. Although I'm also kind of glad because I kind of got to experience this for the first time again, because for some reason it was a waste from my brain. And it's so beautiful, it's so heart-wrenching as well, and I don't know, I love it. Then we have Ordinary People. This again is a shorter song, and this is one where that did bother me. I really wish this was longer. I feel like it wrapped up before it really got going, and that was kind of frustrating, especially because I feel like the idea of the song is really good. I love the vibes of it, and I don't know, I wanted more of it, if that makes sense. Then we have Necessary Evils. This song just kind of left me a bit speechless. I just feel like it was just so heartachingly beautiful. I feel like that's a great way to describe this entire album, but especially this song, I don't know, something about it just really hits. Then we have Times Square Jesus, another single that was released before the album, and this one I do remember. This one didn't erase from my brain, but again, really beautiful song, really like it. In my notes, because I always write notes while I'm listening to the album, and my notes for this song, I literally wrote, "They're the Favors to write a love song without a tinge of heartbreak." You know what, valid description of a lot of these songs. And then we have David's Brother. This was released as a single alongside the album, and I really like it. I don't have a lot to say about it though, but I did think that was another great song. Then we have Lake George. And for this one in my notes, I wrote Heartbreak in a song. Stand by that. I feel like it was just, it so beautifully encapsulates that feeling, and I don't know, such a stunning song. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Then we have Someday I'll Be Back in Hollywood. And this one is sung by one of the other members than Ash and Phineas, which is something I wasn't expecting from the album for some reason, but I'm really glad we got. I feel like definitely fit the vibe of the song a bit more. It does feel a bit more edgier than the rest of the songs as well, but still, you know, not breaking the cohesive sound of the album. Still works within there with just feeling a bit edgier, and therefore kind of, it works as a song by a different person because, you know, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I really like it. I also just really like the lyrics of it, so yeah, I don't know, fan, definitely am. And everybody arrives to the last song of the album, which is Home Sweet Home. and this is what I'm obsessed with. When I said it's gonna be hard to top the little mess you made, this just barely didn't, spoiler alert, but it came so fucking close, and I can definitely see it overriding it in the future. This, I don't know, there's just something about it that really worked for me. It is a bit more upbeat compared to the rest of the album, so it kind of feels like a happy end to the album, which I also really enjoy. It has like disco vibes to it that I just really like, and I don't know, just such a song you really can't sit still to. And I don't know, this one just immediately I was like, yes, this is what I'm obsessed with. And yeah, and that's already everything for the track by track, so let's go on my overall thoughts. And in case you have to guess, I feel like my overall thoughts can be wrapped up into 2 words of like absolutely stunning. There's just something so gorgeous about this entire album. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very mellow as an album, besides the last song, which is a bit more beat. The album is full of melancholy. It just has that like chiller vibe to it, and I don't know, I think it just is so well done. It's so well executed. It's such a fun album. It's so cohesive sounding without it ever feeling repetitive. I feel like a lot of albums that have such like a similar sound throughout all of the songs can sometimes feel very repetitive and boring, and I never got that with this album. Each song feels so unique while also, you know, having a very cohesive sound to it, and I really like that. Also, just Ash and Phineas sound so stunning together. Oh my god, like why have they not like done more collabs before? I know they did Till Forever Falls Apart, and I love that song, but I feel, and they've written a lot together before, but like they just definitely should have started a band together sooner, because their voices are just made for each other. Makes sense? And like, I'm not that familiar with Phineas's music, but I do also hope Ash continues as a solo artist, because I love her solo stuff as well. But the favors may also forever continue, because I really like their stuff, and I feel like it is very different from what both of them are doing solo, while still, you know, fitting within their vibes, if that makes sense. Like, this doesn't feel out of character for either of them, so I really like that. Yeah, I don't know, I just thought this was such a beautiful album, and I absolutely can't wait to listen to it more. And just, I don't know, I feel like this is just, I don't know what to call it. I wouldn't say it's a good time, because it's not like necessarily a fun album, but it's also not like sad. Like, it's melancholic, but it's like not sad, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought this was a stunning album. I absolutely adore it. And when Little Mess You Made came out, I very bravely declared this is gonna be my favorite band. I think I'm correct on that, just based on his debut album. It is just, I loved it. So yeah, my top 3 from this album, probably you might be able to guess the first 2, but number 1 is Little Mess You Made, obviously. Number 2 is Home Sweet Home, and then for 3 I picked Lake George, because that just, it hit different, you know. But I genuinely love all the songs on this album, and again, this is all based on kind of like my first listen to, and I'm very excited to listen to it more. I got it on vinyl as well, which I'm so glad I did, because I pre-ordered it. So of course that was a bit of a risky move, considering at the time they only had the Little Mess You Made out. This just shows how much I was fucking obsessed with this song, and I put my faith in pre-ordering the album that way, and I'm so glad I did, because I think this album will be absolutely stunning on vinyl, so I can't wait to listen to my vinyl of it as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this album. Also leave me your top 3. I always love seeing the different songs that connect with people, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time.